These are places iconic to Singapore. Teo Heng KTV, Zouk, Sungai Road, Tanglin Halt.
So this is where my mum actually grew up.
To the left, I used to come here for the Sungai Road Teas Market.
But now, we're at risk of losing them.
It's all empty and it's only been a couple of months.
I am Rishi Budhrani, and in this episode, I'll be visiting some of Singapore's most iconic and popular music and dance clubs.
So all our revenue streams were affected, which was very, very tough.
About 4,000 bars, nightclubs, and entertainment clubs have been closed for 10 months.
So we asked the stakeholders, what do we do? Should we close down?
I want to find out how fans and staff at some of my beloved hangouts are hanging on and waiting for the day that they can open again.
What is the perfect speed in this country? Slow enough to annoy the driver behind you.
You may have seen me in various stage performances, from stand-up comedy all the way to hosting. But COVID-19 has thrown a spanner in the works. And the only live performances I've done in the last year are online.
Welcome to the Rishi Report.
I do have a new show coming up though, so I'm off to my dad's store to make a brand new suit.
Hey, hi, how's it going? How are you? Hey, thanks so much for seeing me, man. Hot day today, huh?
Yeah, it is. Weather is free.
Okay, so like we were speaking, I need to get some new suit ready for my new show.
Sure.
The Rishi Report live. You have you seen it?
Nope.
No.
Can you stand up?
Oh, you missed that? Okay, sure.
Let me get your measurements done.
My dad has been a successful tailor for 50 years, but I did not inherit his talent. Instead of stitching for people, I prefer to leave them in stitches.
Do you like watching my live comedy at all? Okay. Because the live venues are all closed, I'm missing my live audience, you know. I'm a bit concerned that I won't have a live venue to perform at anymore.
Can you sit down now, please? Can you sit down?
Okay.
Well, you have gained some weight. You should check what you eat.
It's a bit, a bit rude. I mean, it's true. I don't really watch what I eat.
Why don't you go and check out Zouk?
What do you know about Zouk anyway?
Well, I've read in the papers and in the media, you can exercise, cycle.
Exercise in Zouk?
Yep. You should read more of the news.
I guess you're right. I will go to Zouk and trim my waistline.
Work out on your waistline.
Come here.
Sure.
After a quarter of a century at Jack Kim Street, Zouk moved to its current premises at Clarke Quay just 4 years ago.
Okay, you need spinning shoes for this class.
Okay.
What size are you?
I'm a 12 though.
So this is what's been happening on Zouk's dance floor these days. 45 minutes of heart-pumping music and brilliant running colored lights, but there are now only 50 sweaty bodies in a space that used to hold 2,000 partygoers. The spin classes with their cool nightclub lighting are so successful that Zouk intends to continue their partnership with Absolute Cycle even after this temporary restriction ends. But this high-intensity training is simply too intense for me, and I need a break. These lights remind me of the old times in Zouk though, and I head upstairs to find out who's the one controlling them.
Hey, bro.
And standing at the lighting console is DJ Nash, Zouk's only resident DJ booker. He joined the club just 3 years before the pandemic hit, and over the past year, like other Zouk staff, he has taken up a variety of job roles, including swapping his turntable for a lighting console.
1, 2, 3, 4, go! Go, press it! I didn't press it. You go press it, hold. Oh. I didn't press and hold, so no lights came out. Usually like some people sit, but I like to stand because it's like similar to DJing, right? You can get into it a bit more. You got the energy going. Do you miss it?
I do, man. Like that energy when you are up on stage with thousands of people, you know.
I agree with you, man.
Yeah, the energy in the same room with that kind of people, yeah, it's different.
How about some of your other colleagues? You know, how have they adapted and adjusted?
Yeah, so I think all of us, we kept a very positive spirit over here because, you know, this thing happened, nobody wants it to happen, but the only way to cope with it is not to like grumble, like, oh no, we got lost our jobs, but just move forward. So I think like everyone here at Zouk that picked up a skill or two. Like, I think we've done pretty well.
When Zouk first opened its doors in 1991, it quickly became a pioneer and innovator in Singapore's clubbing scene. It was the first to introduce house music here. And it was also the first to introduce the midweek party. Its retro-themed Mumbo Night is believed to be Singapore's longest-running party concept in history. And decades later, Zouk continues to remain Asia's top nightclub.
Excuse me? Bro, can I have a glass of water, please? Thank you. Wait, aren't you Andrew? Andrew Lee, the CEO of Zouk?
Yeah, that's me. How you doing?
I'm good, but what are you doing behind the bar?
So we've had to kind of like learn new skills and stuff, so I'm actually being a bartender today.
Okay, what are you making right now? And this smells really good. Like.
Yeah, I'm making espresso martini. It's actually one of the first drinks I learned like 20 years ago when I started as a bartender, so hop on back.
Okay,
let's do this.
Ooh, nice.
Andrew took over the reins at Zouk in 2017. And when Zouk closed last March, its revenue dropped by 90%. Andrew took Zouk in new directions by coming up with brand new digital and lifestyle concepts. Where we are right now used to be Zouk's Capital Lounge, a premium club space that is now a pop-up restaurant called the Capital Kitchen.
So actually every single space we have here right now is something different. I would say that was a pivot, but it was also quite a logical pivot because we always thought that restaurants was going to open before clubs. This year has been the most trying and challenging time, I think, in its complete history. Now we've expanded into Malaysia, the US, you know, we've got Five Guys, and so all our revenue streams were affected, which was very, very tough, you know, and I think have to be thankful being able to kind of, you know, pivot and come up with new revenue streams.
I'm just trying to understand, how important do you think the nightlife scene is to a country like Singapore?
I personally think it's extremely important. We don't add as much monetary value as some of the other industries. What we give back in terms of experiences and memories and for people connecting is far beyond, you know, what people can imagine, right? Everybody I met, they all had a story about Zouk.
Yep.
The first time they listened to their first trance DJ, the first time they, you know, they met their first girlfriend, you know, that experience itself is in some ways invaluable. I just can't wait until we can kind of offer those memories and experiences back to the Singaporeans again, because life is all about a collection of, you know, memories and experiences in our life.
Yep.
And I think Zouk contributes to that in a very, very big way.
One of these?
This is 45 ml, so just pour it right to the top.
Andrew tells me that Zouk will continue their new ventures even after the restrictions end.
Up here, that, you know, get that arm on the other side as well. There you go.
Rishi Budhrani's really pathetic mix of the espresso martini. Cheers, Andrew. Thank you for introducing me to this.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, I need to introduce you to a legend in the scene. This is the Mumbo King.
Wait, you're Gerald, the Mumbo King.
Yes.
For decades, Zouk reigned as a pioneer in Singapore's clubbing scene. And one of Zouk's most successful parties in the 90s was Mumbo Jumbo, a retro-themed night. It became a national phenomenon, drawing 1,600 partygoers every Wednesday night for over 2 decades. One of its most loyal fans, Gerald Wee, attended it every week for the last 20 years. Gerald became such an ardent fan of Mumbo Night that the staff hailed him as the Mumbo King.
Oh.
square room.
Hey, slowly. You're the king. I'm a normal human being. I cannot follow so slowly again.
Well, first you clap,
Clap.
then you swing your arm to the right. After that, you do the square room like this with the two hands. 1, 2, 3.
What are some of your best memories at Zouk?
Best memories, I proposed to my wife in Zouk.
Really?
Yes.
At the Jakim?
Jakim Street. And even my so-called outdoor wedding photo shoot was in Zouk. Boss Lincoln Cheng helped me with the proposal thing. The DJ dropped the song to signal me that I can propose to my wife.
What song was it? Do you remember?
Give to me your everything.
Give to me your everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to do now, Gerald?
I'm going down to the cinema club to catch a show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so, as the sun sets on the last spin class of the day, in just 2 hours, staff from Absolute Cycle and Zouk clear the bikes, sanitize the area, and set the couches in place for the Zook Cinema Club. Each night from Wednesday to Saturday, the pop-up movie theatre attracts up to 2 zones of 50 people to its movie screenings, offering a cinematic experience with slick and sophisticated light and sound. Diana Lim is the senior VIP executive of Zouk, and she's part of the team who came up with the idea to set up the Zouk Cinema Club.
What did you have to do to convert the space into a movie cinema? I mean, was there any new equipment you had to buy or?
Actually, a lot of the current equipments that we have are all existing. So for example, the movie screen, right, itself, it used to be like the party visuals. So it was already there. So what is different from like watching a movie here and like a normal movie theater is that during certain scenes of the movie, the lights actually move together with the action. Yeah, so it's a different experience.
It's almost like a 4D experience.
Yes, it's more like coming out to, like chill out. Yeah, so you can actually talk loudly during the movies as well. You don't have to like be silent all the way.
What does it feel like watching a movie in Zouk? I mean, it's a place where you guys have come drinking, dancing, clubbing.
It's a different experience. You were once drunk on the floor, and now you're sitting down on the floor watching a movie with your friends. You can't move around, but it's good.
What do you miss most about the old Zouk?
The intermingling.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Have you guys been following any of their live stream DJ sets virtually from home or?
To me it's depressing because you want to be with your friends, right? You want the companionship.
Not the same for you.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah.
You guys looking forward to coming back to Zouk?
Of course.
We are always
definitely.
looking forward. We're just waiting for the day to open.
Yep.
Despite Zouk's efforts to overhaul their business plan, customers still miss their nightlife experience. And today, they are only earning 10% of what they used to. This got me thinking, how are other niche establishments like Bollywood dance clubs coping? Zouk is one of the 4,000 establishments whose nightlife activities have been forced shut by the pandemic. Zouk has transformed its dance clubs into a pop-up restaurant, cycling classes, and even a cinema. But what about Singapore's lesser-known nightclubs? One of them is a club where I spent one of the most important nights of my life, my wedding reception. Its owner, Sanjay Reiki, and I have been friends for over 7 years.
So Sanjay, a lot of people don't know this, but myself and my wife Sharul, we had our wedding reception roast in this space. You remember that night? A lot of people grew up here over the past decade.
I'm still growing up.
Yeah,
Talk about yourself.
We will never grow up, but a lot of people have very wonderful memories of this space.
True.
I mean, how have you guys, dealt with the changing time, especially over the past year?
So, 15 December was our 10th year anniversary. Back in the days, whenever we had an anniversary, we used to have massive queues outside, a massive party, international acts. But this round, It was a post on the social media and everybody saying, hey guys, hang in there. It was quite emotional for me because that was my first ever business in Singapore, the first ever business ever. And now we are in this phase where it's not commercially feasible.
If it's not commercially viable, what's driving you now?
I think it's something in the middle of being passionate and foolish. Magic Carpet is not a club. It's a community. It's an experience. It's a place where so many people have met their life partners. Last count, we know 22 couples who are married after meeting at Magic, right? We've had 9 great years. One bad year ain't gonna take Magic away from us. And so even though it's a big financial burden for us, but I think it's a social, moral responsibility, and we'll play our part.
Magic Carpet is the only nightclub where you can dance to exclusive Bollywood music from international club DJs who are invited to spin at the club 4 to 6 times a year. Without any sign that the club operations can resume in the near future, Sanjay decided to convert half the dance floor into a new restaurant called Adda.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Adda.
I'm wondering about one thing, Sanjay. Was this an idea that you had during the pandemic of 2020, or was this something you've been thinking about for a while?
In a way, yes and no. During the pandemic, that's where we got the courage to do it because clubs aren't going to open, and we needed something which is a full week activity, and Adda is perfect. So you can have food, fun at the same time while still sticking to the COVID norms. Yeah.
Shots.
Shots it is. So.
Amazing, bro.
Welcome to
this one. Even my parents will approve.
That must have woken you up.
Okay, now I'm awake. Can we restart?
Sanjay has hired the only person in Southeast Asia with a Michelin star for Indian food, Chef Manjunath Mural, to helm his new restaurant. But knowing Indian food alone is simply not enough. Adda has to have a competitive edge to stand a fighting chance. And that's exactly what Chef Mural is bringing, a unique fusion culture. Just like this dish that he's prepared especially for me.
Okay, is this, it looks like a fusion street food. Is it a birthday cake in a matka? I mean, this is a traditional clay pot, right? When I go back to my wife's village in Laha in Punjab, I see the people carrying this on their head with water.
I guess I'm about to find out what lies beneath. Well, what do you know? It's a butter chicken pot pie. Just a stone's throw away from Magic Carpet is one of the first places where I performed stand-up comedy. Since it opened 15 years ago, Blue Jazz Cafe at Kampong Glam has been providing a live platform for budding artists, from jazz bands all the way to poetry slams.
Hey, hi Rishi, how are you?
So good to see you. I think we got a fist bump, same distance, yes.
All under the watchful eye of its boss, Eileen Tan.
I started a lot of my early comedy journey
Yes.
in this shop house.
When was that? Like
2011, sometime in
2011.
January.
Oh my God, almost 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, this place here where we're looking
My stage is gone. I had no choice, because I need more seating area. We have to maintain social distancing. So, the stage gone.
There was this pilot scheme that allowed some venues to test, live performances. Was Blue Jazz a part of that?
No, I didn't apply, and yes, for now I think we are happy with the current setting, pivoting from public entertainment into dining. We'll sit out the pandemic and see what happens next year.
Eileen, I feel like every time I come into this space, I feel like I want to do something
Let's do
live,
it, let's
something
do it.
cool.
Yeah, but
I
not
know
today.
we can't do the comedy, but is there anything I can do, like a live thing, a live element? Like, can I?
Actually, we are short of staff today.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
you need me.
Yeah.
Staff means what? Like serve food to the customers? Hey folks, someone ordered a latte?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, awesome bro. Okay. So, can I just ask, Are you folks regulars at the Blue Jazz?
Me, yeah.
You?
Me especially, yeah.
What do you guys feel like now? I mean, that do you miss the vibe here?
I miss the nightlife and all, yes. I mean, like, what Blue Jazz has created like an international interchange. Where people from all over the world they can be down here alone, and then we're going to make friends and all.
Did you catch any of the live performances?
Oh yeah, I missed that. And also on the second floor over there, right, they have disco. But now you really have to miss everything.
Yeah.
That's very bad after COVID.
Has it changed for you, like the vibe, you know, the memories that you had 3 years ago?
Maybe some, but we love the place.
I guess for us, this is a time where they have a talk, a lot of kids around.
Yeah.
So to understand each other more and share things around. So this is why we like this kind of environment where we can talk.
It looks like many Singaporeans are feeling the loss of our nightlife. They're not just joints where we gather to drink, dance, or entertain the night away. They are also places where we make connections, share memories and experiences, create a community, and even find love.
So like you've seen, places like Magic Carpet are adapting by opening up new parts of their restaurant called Adda. Even Zook, once a clubbing area, is now doing live streams and cycling and even a cinema club. Even where we are right now, the Blue Jazz Cafe, once known for its live performance scene, is focusing more on their food and their drinks. What does this tell me? That these business owners are not ready to give up hope, no matter how hard things get. Even the patrons, as you can see, all of them are coming out to support the places that they have memories at. Don't drop this, slowly. Whoa. Oh, excuse me, sir, you ordered a family naan for table 70. Hey, what are you doing here?
Your wife told me that you are at Blue Jazz, so I brought your suit personally.
Hey, you got it done. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I appreciate it.
Dinner on you today.
I have to buy dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, in exchange for the free suit. But can I start eating first? Crispy naan.
Have you been for your cycling classes?